This is Nonito Donaire, the Filipino Flash, and you're watching PhilippineNews.com.
You know, there's a lot of excitement about the fight now. Bob Arum's doing a great job promoting it. He's a great promoter, a Hall of Famer for a good reason. I think bringing in Showtime and CBS and their platforms to promote the fight and market the fight and get it out there to the masses, at least the promotion of the fight out there to the masses. That's something that has people in the boxing industry and hardcore fans very excited, and I think for good reason. I think it's always good when boxing is taken outside of subscription cable universe and is out there on national television, on terrestrial network television, because it's been a long time since big-time boxing has been available beyond a cable audience. So those are things to be excited about and to be positive about. But the matchup itself, I think there's a reason odds makers open Pacquiao as a 6-to-1 favorite. He's minus 700. Shane is opened at a plus 500. And that's a reason. Shane is almost 40 years old. He turned 39 last year. And he looked 38 years old fighting Floyd Mayweather last May, and he looked 39 fighting Sergio Mora last September. He doesn't seem to have the same reflexes, doesn't pull the trigger as fast as he did maybe 4 or 5 years ago. That doesn't bode well against Manny Pacquiao. It's all about lightning fast reflexes, volume punching combinations, but also boxing ability. Manny Pacquiao is a very good boxer, and he has good footwork. And as we saw in the Sergio Mora fight, a fighter who utilizes angles and lateral movement can shut Shane down, shut down his offense and cause for a frustrating fight, even if he's not throwing a lot of punches. But Shane has a point. Manny Pacquiao is a fighter at heart. That's what Mosley's saying, and Shane's telling the truth. Pacquiao is a fighter at heart, and he does trade with heavy-handed fighters, even when he doesn't need to. That's why he took some punishment in his fights against Miguel Cotto and Antonio Margarito. Even though he won those fights, he dominated those fights. After the fight was over, he had, against Cotto, he had the busted up ear and the lacerations. And against Margarito, he had sore, if not broken ribs. He got hurt a few times in that fight. You could say he won every round, but he planted his feet and let those hands go enough to where the other guy, even somebody as slow and as predictable as Antonio Margarito, was able to pierce the guard and was able to dig in there with body shots. So you can ask yourself, well, if Antonio Margarito can land a right hand, can split the guard with an uppercut, can hit him with a left hook to the liver, why can't Shane? And if Shane does it, and he's faster and has more power than Margarito, what happens? So when you look at the fight from that perspective, it could be interesting, and who knows, it might be very exciting while it lasts, but I think it's Pacquiao's fight to lose, just like the Margarito fight, just like the Cotto fight. And I think he'll mix in enough boxing to control Shane and win the majority of the rounds, but he'll also fight enough to make the fans happy, which he says is important to him. That's what concerns him, and he's telling the truth when he says that.